Hello, this is the team Scrum Meetings sprint retrospective. We're going to talk how our sprints have went and what we have done throughout them. So the first thing I want to talk about is the artifacts and the processes that have been used within our sprints. So first thing we did was we conducted the poker planning session, which we used to estimate the amount of time that is going to be needed for our stories. So the second thing we did was we implemented the user stories into tasks, which we included into the sprint backlog. So the third thing we did was we established a sprint goal, which we can follow. We had a goal we were working towards to the end of our sprint, and we followed that. So we tracked our sprint progress by using the sprint backlog. And we conducted our daily Scrum meetings, which included what we did yesterday, what are we going to do today, and what are the problems preventing us from doing our work, which were really, really helpful. So the next thing we did was we used the sprint burndown chart to view our actual progress within the actual project, to keep it up to date and ensure everything is on track and everything is being completed up to date. So basically our Scrum meetings were conducted on site, but to keep close contact with our team, we used the online communication sources just to keep off contact in case anybody has any issues or any problems within the project. So next thing we're going to discuss is the problems that we have faced within our Scrum meetings, within our entire project. Sorry. So Sheridan, would you like to take us through all the problems we had?
Okay, so some of the problems or issues we encountered were the splitting up of the user stories into tasks could have been implemented better based on broken up according to what certain team members are good at. We didn't initially understand what was being asked from some of the user stories, which made some of our work redundant. The estimation of some user stories were undervalued, as certain user stories could have required more time, whilst others required less time. But we can use this as for planning for Sprint 2. A blocking issue was that some of the tasks were blocked when changes needed to be made to the database throughout the project, which held back some task development. Emails to the product owner was not always sent on time, and also testing could have been applied by the actual developer and not a designated tester for the team.
Alright, there have been a lot of issues, thank you, Shed. So next we would like to discuss is the principles of the Agile process that we were using within our development. So David, could you discuss on how we went through our Scrum meetings?
Yeah. We held daily Scrum meetings every day at a set time, which were recorded, and during that time we spoke about what we were planning to do today and what we had done yesterday, and if we were facing any problems that we were stuck on. During this time we used that to refocus on any tasks that were high priority and that were lasting longer or more time than expected. And we did this to ensure that progress was continuous and coincided with the sprint milestones. And that's me and Scrum Meetings.
Alright, that's great. So Ryan, could you talk to us how we went through our sprints, what we did in them?
So to make our sprint manageable, we took several user stories and moved them to our sprint backlog, and we broke them down into tasks that we could track time against. So during the entire sprint, we were developing on those tasks and testing them as well. And whenever we completed them, we marked them as done, so that we would have a list of completed user stories at the end of the sprint.
Okay, that's great. We obviously had Scrum Masters within each one of our sprints. Michael, I understand you were a Scrum Master yourself. Could you tell us about the Scrum Masters that we had?
Okay, Scrum Masters were rotated every 2 days, and they represented management of the project. They ensured that the team was functional and productive and enabled close cooperation across all team members. They also shielded the team from external disturbances and kept everyone on task throughout the sprint.
Okay, that's great. Daniel, could you take us through the sprint planning that we went through?
Yeah, sure. So to start off with, we conducted a planning poker session and we got our story estimates for all the user stories. We then analysed and evaluated the product backlog and set our sprint goal. And then finally we created our sprint backlog backlog with our prioritised tasks and detailed estimates.
Okay, that's great. Seems we have covered everything, and I think that's the Team Scrum Bags Sprint Retrospective concluded. Thank you very much.